Revolution to me is basically a change. When we break through the set patterns and bring about a change in the existing trends. So that is a revolution. All right, now this revolution can be for anything. It can be a clothing revolution, it can be a thinking pattern revolution, it can be a change in the attitudes, it can be a change in the political scenario.
Features of revolution can be misery among people, inequality, discrimination, dismay among people, and violence, people not at all happy.
And in our typical historical terms, we defined revolution as a change that not only changed the political system, but the economic, the social, the economic, everything. And it's a change that brings about more positivity in the society and makes the life of the people better. And we have to understand that it is an ongoing thing. Today in India, we're looking for another revolution to make a corrupt-free India, to make a better India, to make a cleaner India. So I think it's an ongoing process of which we all are a part of it.
The threat to the basic requirements of human beings, compounded with the feeling of a lack of respect and dignity in the society, leads to social upheavals, which we term it as revolution.
And basically it starts with a spark, and then it takes a shape of a mass movement. Like as we can take example of Anna Hazare's movement, and if we move back into the history, we can take example of first mass movement started by Gandhi, and we can take example of Chipko movement also, that was related to environmental issue. Right, so revolution means later on we can actually say that revolution starts with an idea and it leads to a permanent change.
Revolution can be termed as a mass upheaval, which is basically something that takes place with the desire amongst the people to challenge the status quo, and it cut across different regions and places.
Yeah, I think a revolution also takes place when the common man sees that the upper classes are having a good time, there's no shortage of money, and they have to actually empty their pockets to, fill the treasury of the government.
Mostly we have seen either in French Revolution or Russian Revolution, it is the autocratic rule that is people are dissatisfied with the autocratic rule. Some other reasons, of course, we have the disparity between the upper classes and the lower classes, increase of taxes.
Revolution happens when you're not satisfied with something. It can happen because of anything around us, and revolution is when a lot of people come together. It's a mass movement when everyone desires to go for a change against any authority, anything which they are not comfortable with.
It's a change due to dissatisfaction and discontent, and where the public participation due to the leaders and mass mobilization makes it a success. And so it cuts across the political boundaries with a hope that their goal will be achieved.
Revolution stands for me for two basic words, that is denial or deprivation of something, or it could be either because of the widening of the gap between the haves and the have-nots.
So this creates a wider gap between the rich and the poor, creating a rift as well as creating a wide disparity.
But most of the time we have seen that the purpose with which the revolution was started there is some contradiction in the end. Like French Revolution, though it was launched, but it came with a lot of contradiction. So we often find that the purpose for which the revolution was fought often contradicts it. The actual outcome often contradicts the purpose.
I just remember about 3 revolutions in geography which have really played a very good role. The 3 are the Green Revolution, the White Revolution, and the Blue Revolution. Green, all about wheat production, rice production, and providing self-sufficiency,
in which the new modernized methods of farming were introduced, and that certainly increased the production of the food grains.
White, all about milk and milk products, enhancing our milk production, and blue, basically enhancing our fisheries in our country.
In geographical term, revolution, Earth complete one revolution in 365 days and 4 hours. And in between these 365 days and 4 hours, there is change in seasons. So same revolution brings change from one season to another, and when it completes one revolution, there is an entirely change in 1 year. So when 365 days come together, it brings change and it brings a new year.
Revolution always doesn't mean when people are dissatisfied. Sometimes we need a change to keep pace with the development around the world. We have seen in India revolution in the field of education. From one teacher, blackboard teaching, we have come to the technical part, to computers. We have seen revolution in the field of entertainment, in cinema, in clothing. So it's not always revolution, is change which we need to do to keep pace with the changes taking place across the world.